Have you ever found yourself wanting to completely change your life, find the right love, attract prosperity, or simply feel peace of mind, but, even though you've tried everything, it seems like nothing really works? Maybe you read books, took courses, watched videos, and still, you kept waiting for the magical moment to happen. What if I told you that the turnaround you are looking for can start with just 5 words? It seems too simple to be true, I know, but that's where the power lies. These 5 little words, when said with faith and a fulfilled feeling, activate an internal strength that you may not have even known existed. The key is not just in what you say, but in what as you say, with gratitude, presence, visualization and, most importantly, with consistency. The practice I'm going to show you is based on ancient concepts, reinforced by modern studies, and taught by big names like Neville Goddard, who argued that true prayer is not a request, but a conscious manifestation of what is already rightfully yours. Get ready to see prayer in a different way. Let's talk about faith that moves realities, affirmations that shape thoughts, and simple habits that create powerful transformations. This is no longer empty motivational content. It's a practical map for you to get out of "I want" and into "it already is." Ready to activate this power within you? You may even doubt it at first, but repeating, "Thank you for blessing me," for just 30 seconds a day can change your life in 30 days. Does it seem exaggerated? That's where the secret comes in. These 5 words carry a powerful charge of gratitude and intention. When said from the heart, they activate a manifestation energy capable of reprogramming your mental state. It's not about magic, it's about creating the feeling accomplished that what you want is already yours. And that changes everything. We live so automatically that we rarely stop to really feel. But when you dedicate this small moment of your day, even if it's just in the bathroom or in the car, to give thanks with your soul, something inside you aligns. The preview comes in as reinforcement. Imagine what you want in all the details, smells, sounds, colors, and say the 5 words with faith. The mind begins to understand that it is already part of its reality, and the universe responds. A practical example: you want to improve your financial life. When you say, "Thank you for blessing me," visualize your account full, you smiling as you pay bills with ease, feeling relief in your chest. It's not about pretending, but about getting into the emotional mood of what you want. The key is to repeat this every day. With consistency, your body and mind will begin to operate in this new pattern. And when that happens, doors start to open. If there is anyone who understood the power of the mind long before it became a fad, it was Neville Goddard. According to him, prayer is not asking with desperation, but prepare the ground to receive with confidence. When Jesus talked about entering the secret room, Neville interpreted this as the act of close your eyes to the outside world and immerse yourself in the feeling that the desire has already been fulfilled. It is in this silent, intimate space where the true power of manifestation. Imagine this: instead of begging for a new job, you sit quietly, take a deep breath, and start to feel as if I were already working in that dream place. You visualize your desk, your colleagues, the smile on your face at the end of the day. This is how to make a true prayer, the kind that echoes in the universe. Goddard called this living in the end, that is, emotionally inhabiting the outcome you desire, as if it were already a reality. Of course, the mind will try to sabotage. She'll say, "But that's not real." And that's where the faith. Not blind faith, but the one you choose to practice every day, until you become your second skin. The faith that affirmations they work not because they convince the world, but because they convince yourself. When you consistently repeat the 5 words, embedded with emotion and purpose, you are not asking, you are accepting. And that completely changes the game. It may seem too spiritual for some, but even science is starting to confirm what mystics like Neville Goddard have been teaching for decades. The practice of preview is supported by modern therapies such as CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, which shows how our thoughts shape behaviors and emotions. When you visualize in detail and repeat positive affirmations with gratitude, your brain starts acting as if it were already real. The internal chemistry changes. And the world outside starts to follow. Another fascinating point is the famous placebo effect. People get better from illnesses by taking sugar pills, simply because they believe they are being treated. Believe with feeling yes, it can have a physical impact. And if this applies to health, why wouldn't it apply to prosperity, relationships, or happiness? When you say, "Thank you for blessing me," with conviction, you are sending an internal command that reorganizes your mental, emotional, and even hormonal patterns. The icing on the cake. The quantum physics also comes into play with the Call-observer effect. The simple act of observing changes the behavior of particles. Translation: your attention and intention have the power to influence reality. It's not esoteric talk, it's science in practice. Combine this with the strength of manifestation and you have a powerful formula. And the first step begins with a simple decision: choosing what to observe and where to put your energy every day. Visualizing is powerful, but there are practical tools that enhance this manifestation process. One of the best known, and which really works, is the dream board or vision board. The idea is simple: gather images that represent everything you want to attract: travel, home ownership, health, relationships, money, and create a visual panel. Put it in a place where you will see it every day. This helps your brain align with what is constantly being reminded, creating familiarity with success. Another feature that works very well is the confident body language. You know when you get up, look in the mirror and puff out your chest. It may seem silly, but your posture tells your brain that you are in control. Walking like someone who has already won, talking like someone who already has, and looking someone in the eye like someone who trusts their own worth are attitudes that, with consistency, reprogram your identity. This strengthens the faith in yourself and solidifies the feeling that, "I deserve it." And of course, you can't forget the positive affirmations. They are like little reminders that you plant in your mind: "I am worthy, my life is constantly evolving, everything works together for my good." When you say this looking into your own eyes in the mirror, preferably with a smile on your face and a hint of gratitude, you're not lying to yourself, you are building a new truth. And little by little, this truth also becomes visible outside of you. You don't need an altar or a scented candle to get started, all you need is clear intention and a few minutes of your day. Find a quiet corner, sit comfortably and close your eyes. Start by taking deep breaths, and then visualize in detail what you want to manifest: your dream job, a healthy relationship, vibrant health. See, feel, imagine. And then say, with a full heart, "Thank you for blessing me." These 5 words, when said with feeling accomplished, activate what is deepest within you. Want to enhance it even more? Personalize your prayer: "Thank you for blessing me with love, in health, in abundance." This directs your energy more precisely. But be careful, there's no point in just repeating it on autopilot. The secret is to feel. Imagine the relief, the joy, the smile on your face as if it had already happened. Faith here, it's not waiting to believe, it's believing in seeing. This emotional state is what connects you to what you want. A powerful trick is to smile during the process. This sends an immediate signal to the brain that everything is okay. Your body responds, your mind responds, and even the universe seems to begin to cooperate. It may seem strange the first few times, but stick with it. The consistency, it's the golden thread that ties it all together. Make the practice your daily, intimate ritual, as a reminder that you are co-creating your reality, one small step at a time. The truth is that miracles like routine. It doesn't have to be complex. The secret is to repeat the practice every day, without skipping. Dedicating 5 to 10 minutes a day to be grateful, visualize and affirm may seem little, but over the course of 30 days, the results begin to become visible. And if you want to speed up this process, record everything in a diary. Write down what you saw, what you felt, and even small signs that appear along the way. This reinforces faith and also shows you how much you are evolving. Integrate this practice with moments of meditation, enhances everything. You don't need to become a monk. Start with 3 minutes of silence before visualization. This calms the mind and sets the stage for your affirmations go deeper. Along with this, include personal development habits. Read books like The Power of the Subconscious by Joseph Murphy or Feel Accomplished by Neville Goddard. Feeding the mind is just as important as nourishing the body when it comes to manifestation. And here's a truth that few tell: there will be a day when you want to give up. It will seem like nothing is changing, that you are just speaking words to the wind. But it is at this point that the consistency proves essential. Change is not always visible immediately, but it is happening, silently. What matters is not stopping. It's like planting a seed. Growth begins underground before emerging to the surface. Keep watering with faith and gratitude. Taking this path alone can be challenging, but when you connect with others who are also practicing the manifestation, everything becomes lighter and more powerful. Participating in a group, whether on WhatsApp, Telegram, or even an online forum, creates an environment of mutual encouragement. It's where you share achievements, outbursts, doubts, and, most importantly, get inspired by other people's results. This feeds your faith and reminds you that you are not alone on this journey. The energy of a group that vibrates in gratitude, it's contagious. Imagine starting your day reading that someone got their dream job after 30 days saying, "Thank you for blessing me." Or that someone else healed a relationship with prayer and affirmations consistent. These stories become emotional fuel. What's more, by sharing your own evolution, no matter how small it may seem, you also inspire. This creates a positive cycle of exchange and support. Everyone grows together. And if you don't find a ready-made community, how about creating your own? It can be with close friends, co-workers, family members who are also looking for something deeper. Start small, perhaps with weekly online meetings to exchange experiences. Group practice increases the power of collective viewing, where everyone cheers for each other's goals. And when one wins, everyone feels that they have also advanced. Because, in the end, manifesting together is multiplying power. Each person has a rhythm, a story, and a unique way of feeling and manifesting. There is no fixed formula. What works for one person may need adjustments for another. So give it a try. Maybe you function better in the morning, maybe at night. Maybe visualize it better with music, or in total silence. The important thing is to allow yourself test until you find your ideal vibe. Manifestation is an intimate journey, made of trials, learnings, and small daily adjustments. And here comes the part that many overlook: celebrate every conquest, no matter how small it may seem. Were you able to maintain the practice for a week? Celebrate. Did you have an insight during the visualization? Write it down, acknowledge it. Did you receive an unexpected message that brought you closer to your goal? Say thanks out loud. These moments strengthen the feeling accomplished, the one that tells the universe, "I'm ready for more." And do you know what happens? You attract more of what you value and celebrate. Don't compare yourself to anyone's path. The neighbor's grass only looks greener because you didn't see the effort of watering. Honor your journey, your stumbles and, most importantly, your victories. The consistency it is built on celebrating progress, not demanding perfection. And by recognizing that you are creating, step by step, a new reality, the process stops being an effort and becomes a pleasure. Because, deep down, that's what manifesting is, living as if it already was, with lightness, faith and a lot of gratitude. And now tell me, what's stopping you from starting today? Is it the fear of looking stupid? Wondering if it will really work? Or the old habit of leaving it for later? The truth is that you already have everything you need to transform your life, and it starts with something as simple as saying, "Thank you for blessing me." Don't underestimate the power of a small practice done with giant intention. Try it for 30 days. Create your space, repeat it with emotion, feel as if it were already real. And when the first signs start to appear, don't forget to celebrate. Remember, you are the one who takes the first step. The gratitude opens doors, preview shows the way, faith sustains the walk, and the consistency ensures you get there. Your future is listening, and waiting for your decision. If this content made sense to you, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications and share with someone who is also ready to manifest a new reality. Because when we grow together, the universe celebrates with us. So, let's start.